It's an exciting time to be alive for K-pop rapping. I say like any other time wasn't exciting. Anyways, if you don't know, a new group just debuted, a new girl group called Young Posse. They are from the company DSP, which is the home of Kara, the legendary second-gen girl group, of Card, the co-ed third-gen co-ed group. They have a bunch of notable groups like that, right? So this is their new girl group called Young Posse. And 3 of their members rap and write their own lyrics. And do it really well. And have an amazing delivery. But before I dive into all the cool rapping stuff, I just need to make sure this is known. This is a children's group. There is a 13-year-old in here who's one of the vocalists. A 15-year-old is probably the best of the 3 rappers in terms of technicalities. And then, obviously, a 17, 19, 19-year-old. Not the biggest fan of children debuting, but look, P1 Harmony debuted Jongsup at 14. I gave him attention. He's been doing mind-blowingly good things. So while I'm not the biggest fan of the group and listening to children sing about mac and cheese, even though it's growing on me a bit, I do want to talk about this rap because it's kind of cracked. Let me dive into this. If you haven't seen it, this is the music video. You can go check this out. Go listen for yourself, see what you think and everything. But the song overall is pretty wild. I'm not going to play too much of it. If you want to just hear the rap that I'm going to talk about, there's also on my second channel that you can find, not CarKpop. I'll link it down in the description or in the pinned comment or something. You can check it out with my flow analysis. But let me just show you this flow. If you don't know what the flow is, it's the rhythm of the rap. It's how a rapper constructs the words to fit the rhythm, which you can map out with notation, if you didn't know that. And this is what Macaroni Cheese maps out to the second verse. Now, the first thing I need to point out that's cool is there's a 9/8 measure in here. Now, no one raps on it, and it's technically not even part of the song. It's just part of the music video, which is just like, why does the music video line up perfectly with a 9/8 measure? I don't know. The actual song has just, it's just right here. This starts on beat 2. This 3/4 just starts on beat 2 right here. And the normal thing. The fact is, the second rapper here, I don't know their names yet. Please excuse me. I still need to learn this group. I've only known them for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours or so. The second rapper would have been insane having to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just start right there, right? That would be insane skill on the spot, like, you know, amazing musicianship just to be able to do that, and like, you know, especially at this faster tempo, 153 doing a 9/8, not easy. So disregarding that because it's technically not part of the song, they're never going to do this version live. It's just for the music video. Let's look at the actual raps. This first rapper here, this is the impressive part, and let me show you which rapper it is. So it's this part right here, right? And it's her. Doeun, I think her name was. She's one of the younger ones. I believe she's the 15-year-old, which means that she self-wrote this. And she's going to have a lot of time to develop her style even more. And in my opinion, overall, this is the best verse. Just in a combination with delivery and flow and writing. But specifically, this verse right here, this bar. Really cool to me. That's this part right here. This bar that bleeds into bar 8. I can't even do it, but really cool, really intensive technique, and really fun flow. 8th note into a diddle of a 8th note, dotted 8th note, sorry. Single dotted 8th note into another diddle, solo 8th note, diddle, solo 8th note, diddle. On the offbeats, by the way. So it's just pretty impressive, especially for when's the last time we had a rookie girl group rapper debut with a rap of this much technical skill? I can't remember. You could argue XG, if you want to call them K-pop, but they arguably didn't write their own raps completely, and these girls did. Who's the last self-written girl group to debut with extremely impressive flows? Soyeon? Which is why I'm excited. I mean, the last one I talked about was Hikaru, who never worked out because obviously Kakao never let her actually rap. They give her all of the really basic shit that the producers make. So it's really cool that she came up with this. That flow is just, ooh, just so good. Such a good rhythm. It's very unique. It's not just diddles. It's not just da 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 da. It almost blends into it, but she's mixing in single notes into those diddles while going over the bar on the next thing, which just it makes it kind of really interesting. At least to me. That's the most impressive flow-wise. The rest of this, the second girl, is very quarter note based. It's all based out of the quarter notes. Da 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 da. Right? It's just all based out of quarter notes. It is all just strictly on the quarter notes, following the quarter notes along. It's not that impressive flow-wise. But the other two girls, what impresses me is their deliveries. Let's check it out real quick. If we go back to the video, this is the second girl, right? And I believe she's the oldest member. So it reminds me of a more trappy version of this, because Bobby's is extremely intense, like in your face. Very similar flow to this. A bit slower and more trappy, airy behind it. More like, ay, oh, ay, while Bobby's like in your face, like, da, 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 right? So that's the difference in the delivery. But it's the same flow, Bobby's bounce. It's not the most common thing in the world. It's not the most difficult thing either, but you know, it's playing with space. Raps, when you tend to be a rapper, you want to fill your bars up. You feel uncomfortable having a bunch of space in there. You want it to just be a nice, consistent, I am going to the store. I will open up the door. Like when you put it on quarter notes, it doesn't have that. It feels awkward. I am going to the, but you can see it's like it makes it feel much more awkward when you're rapping it. You feel like you need to fill that space with something, or it's just like boring for the listener. So it's really difficult, especially in your first rap, writing something that slow. I credit it a bit. Like, it's not just like doing eighth notes, but her delivery, very natural. It almost reminds me of like a Ryujin delivery, but like with a bit of like angsty K-hip hop to it. Ryujin is like, you know, it has a great delivery for K-pop, but this almost has like a bit of angsty K-hip hop. Maybe Mirani? Like Mirani mixed with Ryujin, I would say. If you don't know Mirani, let me just ignore the auto-tune. It's kind of a Mirani feeling to me. Maybe older Mirani than newer Mirani. Mirani mixed with Ryujin. But then you have the first girl, whose delivery out of the three I think I'm most excited about. Obviously, Doeun has the best overall, I think the highest potential, the most well-rounded overall in terms of technique, in terms of in delivery. Check out the first girl, though. I don't know her name. I wish I did. Her. She reminds me of a Damini. Very raspy voice, right? Very especially for a female rapper, very raspy, like crackly voice, but mixed with a bit of Lil Cherry. I'm not the biggest fan of Lil Cherry's delivery. I'm not the biggest fan of Lil Cherry's anything, but I can't deny when, you know, she had a bit of Lil Cherry to her, and she made it work better than Lil Cherry does. She enunciates better than Lil Cherry, but she has that little twang Lil Cherry does, mixed with Damini's like, which I'll show you guys in a second, but just in case you never heard Lil Cherry. So that's Lil Cherry, and now this is her. I think it comes out a lot better in their B-side, Posse Up. Okay, please excuse me. I'm pretty sure it's OTB I heard it in, not Posse Up. If you listen to OTB, her delivery, I'm pretty sure it's the same girl. Reminds me of a Lil Cherry mixed with Damini. Right here. Anyway, I could be completely wrong with who that is. Either way, my point is, these are the rappers to look out for. I hope they keep writing their own raps, because a main part of this as well is that the fact that they write their own music, just in case we needed more of a reason to appreciate this. But they are one of the few girl groups that are allowed to write their debut raps, which, thank you, DSP, thank you. I'm gonna credit them. I'm not the biggest fan that they're debuting so young, but I can't personally change that, so I'm gonna give them the credit they deserve. The 15-year-old's gonna go off. Fuck it. She's gonna go off, and I'm gonna highlight how cool the rap is. It is just gonna be how it's gonna be, you know. But so, Macaroni Cheese by the group Young Posse. Check it out if you haven't already. It's a pretty damn cool rap. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you think of this rap. Am I overreacting to it? Am I underreacting to it? Are you excited to hear what they got in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. And before I go, obviously, I need to give some shout outs to my amazing patrons that I literally could not be doing this without. If you want to be a part of my patrons and, you know, get shout outs on every single full video I make and, you know, just be a part of the community and be able to see my reactions and see all the Twitch VODs and see all of this, feel free. The link is in the description in the comments, and I would love to have you as part of our patrons. So please consider it if you have the means to do so to support me. If not, feel free to just comment down in the comments below, or just join our Discord. That would even work too, and that's completely free. So here we go. Shout outs to Swiss, Laura Fernandez, Pixel, Arston, Griffin Chiavo, Miyu's Ribbons, Sayway, Soft, Zakane Wookbook, Alston, Blaha, Caitlin Gervin, Errol, Farhan Fleur, Hannah Novalite, Premisla Polinsky, Rai, Shayna XOL, Valtini, and Vanny Yan, as well as everyone on my VOD tier. That's a Patreon for the VOD. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye!